wants to.
Oh,
This touchy. This touchy. Because what else did I say we should probably talk about outside of you? We was like
the police officer situation.
We got to let that die down first before we even talk about it. But we just gonna talk about Hulk Hogan.
Okay. So I like to spring stuff up on you and everything. I don't know what I want to call this. I don't know if it's about morals or morality. And be it maybe if it's verbal or actions. But I see. Okay, we all know the history with Hulk Hogan before he passed away, right?
Yeah, it was a beautiful history when we were
younger.
Beautiful, dude. Did you stress like Hulk Hogan? Because I know I did.
No, I had to like the wrestling.
You probably was Ric Flair.
figurines.
You probably was Ric Flair. He had a blonde wig on. Like Ric Flair.
No,
Hulk Hogan was a blonde wig too. But like I used to think, we used to play like we was Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brothers when we was younger. Hulk Hogan was like, I thought wrestling was real when I first came to America. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. So I used to be watching wrestling. But go ahead.
But okay, so we're just having a discussion, okay? And if y'all want to chime in, y'all can chime in too in the comments. So I've been seeing a lot of people paying tribute to Hulk Hogan, right?
Hey,
go ahead.
Let me say real quick. A good friend of ours paid tribute to Hulk Hogan. Did he talk to you about it?
Tell me on camera. Who?
No, I don't think he wouldn't. This is somebody that would not care because we were talking about it at the gym today.
Who?
Ron.
Ron who?
Ron.
Oh. Okay.
And I told him, I said, dude, like, people good until they not, so.
Yeah. So this is my question. How do we pick and choose who we give tributes to? You know what I'm saying? Because this is okay. Some of the stuff he said about, especially about black people, and some of the comments he made were terrible, right? Mm-hmm. So is the reason why people are giving him tributes is because it's verbal? Because when other people pass away, I'm gonna use people like OJ, Jeffrey Dahmer. A lot of people say like, oh, they passed away because that's karma. So is it because of the actions why people say it's karma, or is it because or words just like don't mean anything, or it's just be like, oh, it's only words, And because there was a wrestler, Chris Benoit, who unalived his son and his wife and himself. And no tributes. Not only with Hulk Hogan, not only the comments, but there was numerous recollections or talking to wrestlers where he did wrestlers dirty. I guess they wanted to form a union with the WWF. He kind of busted the union, and so there's a lot of bad blood when it comes to Hulk Hogan and other wrestlers and stuff. So I just see I'm seeing people pay tribute to him, and it's just like the people that's paying tribute to him or whatever, in your opinion, it's just like we just don't pay attention to words, or is this just because he didn't commit a crime or an action? Because OJ, I see people when OJ passed, I seen a lot of people talking bad about OJ, and OJ wasn't convicted.
Yeah.
You could have your assumptions. You can have your assumptions about OJ. Everybody, you can have your assumptions about OJ or whatever. But he was never, convicted. But people were still talking about him like a dog.
I think that people worship celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
They worship celebrities, and they feel like, oh, he's a celebrity, and they feel like this celebrity meant so much to their childhood that their childhood is taken away from them if they don't worship this person upon this person's exit from humanity, right? So they up there like worshiping this person. This is my thing. Like I said, I used to be like into Hulk Hogan and thought Hulk Hogan was like, I was a little kid, and he was good until he wasn't. Now I think that I would never be somebody that's online bashing him, bashing the dead. Never would I do that. If somebody,
no matter what they did.
No matter what they did, I'm not putting no comment on nobody's stuff. You want to know why? Because Hulk Hogan's still a father. Hulk Hogan's still a uncle. Hulk Hogan's still. I don't want somebody's family seeing that and my name attached to it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never gonna be that person online. Like I don't care what you did. I'll just be quiet. I'm just not gonna be tributing to you. I'm just not gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So, but there are people that's gonna be dogging them. There are because I see a lot of people dogging them, and there are people that's gonna be giving out tributes to him too.
Okay, so what you just said, like this person's the father, their uncle, whatever. So when people do, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it because of what he did was verbal and not, it's not action?
You talking about for other people? For other people?
For other people.
Because all I can speak for is myself.
Okay, but for yourself, and if you could give a slight opinion
on other people,
if you can, or
because I feel like other people are stupid, so it's like because and people are very unintelligent. I ain't gonna lie, most of the people I've seen giving tribute to Hulk Hogan, I feel like damn, am I the one from a third world country? Because I'll be reading some of the tributes and stuff, and they'd be like, these people can't even put sentences together. They're like, like people like there's like 2 and 2, where and where. Those are the words that people, and it's like all over the place.
I have problems with two.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. Some people just I'll be about to have a stroke trying to make sense out of stuff that people be writing. But I just think that people are not that intelligent. I think that's what it has a lot to do with. They're more unintelligent people on the internet than we give credit, because there's more unintelligent people in this country than we give credit.
Yeah, I see that. But do you think that people put onus on things when somebody does something that's an action, then somebody just saying something?
No, I just think people,
even though what they say could be derogatory and hurtful.
I just think people choose to celebrate who they want to celebrate, and I think the thing about it is black people are very forgiving. Mm-hmm. Black people are way too forgiving. Mm-hmm. Like somebody could say some racist thing, because when you say something racist, that makes me feel like you rather
multiple times too, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Hulk Hogan said multiple races. But I think that when you say racist stuff, I feel like you rather I not live. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I view it. Like racism, when you make racist remarks and racist comments, I don't think that's frustration. I don't think that, I'm just so frustrated, I'm upset. I have been mad at white people before, right? Mm-hmm. Like white people that I know. I have had white friends that I'm mad at. Yeah. The first thing that comes to my mind is not to go and talk about them because they white. Yeah. I'm going to talk about you because I don't like what you did. I don't like your personality. I don't like what you did. You being black is just like, that's just weird to me. Yeah. Or being white. Like, because I was reading a lot of the comments, and a lot of black people were saying, we talk so much about white people. Who are these people that do that? Because I don't do that. Yeah, I don't either.
Like, I don't do that. It's person first. Now, we could talk about the idea of culture. Like, culture actually does have a lot to do with our behavior. Yeah. Like, people were raised certain ways, or and culture is not only just your race, too. Yeah. Culture is like, is your family too, your family dynamic, and how your family is based on your race. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we do things different because of our culture too. So, but I'm not going to use that as, because of that, I'm gonna punish you for it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you should die. You shouldn't be here because you're this different skin tone. You're just different. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, because I was just kind of just like, I don't want to say, because people could do what they want to or whatever, but I was just trying to figure out if it's just, depending on who the person, the individual is, and if they done something that was like terrible in this action, like I said, Jeffrey Dahmer, I don't see nobody be like, hey, Jeffrey Dahmer this, that, and, R.I.P., because of, what he done. But, I mean, he was a son and all that other stuff too. But that's what I'm saying. Like, is it because of Jeffrey actions, or is it because it's Jeffrey? That's not a good example. I feel like it's OJ.
Yeah, it's a celebrity thing, dude. Like
OJ.
It has to do with celebrity. It has to do with your celebrity. And then black people, a lot of times, black people worship certain white people too. Like I think Eminem is a great rapper, but black people worship.
I think he's a good rapper. I don't worship him though.
But do you know black people that worship Eminem? And it'd be like so weird to the point where it'd be so weird to the point where it'd be like, I know some. It'd be so weird to the point like it's like if he was to say something racist, they wouldn't even care. Like because there's certain people that worship. Like Trump. Like there's certain black people I know that worship Trump. And if he was to say something racist, they would not care. They'd be like, he just said that because his cousin had texted him right before. You know what I'm saying? They're making an excuse for him. I feel like.
So you just feel like people are forgiven because they're attached to the person, or they like the person, or they worship the person.
And black people are very forgiving people.
Okay.
I think black people are very, very, not like all. I'm just saying, I'm not being like very that sounds very stereotypical, but as far as like racism, black people are very stereotypical. Look at the dude that called me the N-word when I was in the car. I forgave him. He called a black dude, and he said, and I looked up. True story, dude said I looked over and it was some effing N-word, and I was in the car. It was.
But you're not like that. That's what he said.
And it was all of that. It was all. It was all. I felt so uncomfortable. You don't know what the first thing came in my mind? What is your black ass doing out here in Chagrin Falls being the only you? And I felt like you deserved that. That's how I felt like that for a second. And then it did go to the point because it was like the other dude that was in front was like, John, what are you doing? And then he was like, no, Terrence is not like that. And then it was like, and then the other dude in the back, he ain't like me, and I know he ain't like me because I was black. You could just it was a given. This dude, he was like. What you get. But it was the weirdest situation. But mind you, we never hung around each other again. But I saw him a couple of months later, and I had got into a car accident because the situation started with him almost getting hit. His car almost got hit, and he said, and when I looked over, it was some N-word, and forgot I was in the car. And then I got into a car accident months later after that. And he tried to help me and tell me like, yo, if you need anything. And then he was like, so what happened? I was like, man, ain't nothing happened. I'm good. But when I looked over, it was some effing N-word. Yeah. He was like, what he said? Oh, we're still on that. Yeah, it's been a couple of months. Of course, I'm still. You should be happy I ain't beat you up.
You want to know something? I've never really had a racist incident. I had one incident happen to me one time. And that's when I was 21, 22. And I worked at the cemetery at the time. And
I want to judge you real quick. What? You ain't never had no white friends.
Yeah, but no. But,
you ain't never had a light-skinned friend.
But it was something to the effect where this white guy I worked with called me a monkey. And I slapped. I slapped him.
Yeah, you going to jail, I think. I remember I told you when I used to work at Burger King when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And it was a manager, he thought he was cool. And I was 15 years old, my first job. And we always used to go drop off the money because we used to do the money drop off. He used to always take me because, cool little black kid get to hang out with this white guy that thinks he's black. And I remember one time we was in a car and he was like, his homeboy called him. And he was like, what's up, my N-word? And he was like, yeah, I'm 15, mind you, he's like 27 or something. Yeah. So when he got off the phone, I told him don't do that no more. Do you know he treated me so bad after that day? Like my hours was cut, and he told me like, I'm a grown man. You were a kid. You know what I'm talking? I'm like, dude, like it was a conversation in that car. I was 15 years old. Like, man, who this dude? Wow. Yeah, who this dude think he is? He cut my hours after that day. Didn't fire me though.
No more free whoppers, huh?
Huh?
No more free.
No, I got fired. I got fired for fighting.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Remember I told you the story. Yeah. Got fired for fighting, and then the manager she looked at me. She was like, "You're fired." I was like, "Well, I was just fighting." So of course, yeah. But that was a long time ago. I was 15.
Long time ago. We was in our 20s when this stuff happened.
No, I was 50 in our 20s. I was working at Burger. How you were younger than me?
Hey, you feel bad? Like I was not working at Burger King like 20.
Yeah, you was 13. I was 15. You was 13. Yeah. But
yeah, man. So let us know in the comments or whatever. Sometimes I just be thinking about stuff, and I don't know, my thoughts be all over the place, and I just be wanting to know if people are more forgiving if somebody say something, if it's verbal, and even though it's terrible, instead it's just something that's action that somebody actually done.
Yeah. Well, we do want to thank y'all for watching another one of our shows.
Yeah, we'll be back. What, next week?
Next week.
The week after that. What is this? This episode? What, 90? This would be 98.
Yeah. So
we like 2 episodes away from 100.
That's the year I pledged Alpha 5.
That's the year I graduated. That's the year I graduated high school.
That's the year I pledged. Oh, dang! I'm telling you, I pledged when I was 3. Yeah.
100.
So come back. We
Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff.
Yeah, we got.
Let's get them numbers up. Let's get them comments up.
Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, and comment.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get Phil on the show too, so we can interview.
Yeah,
him
we
about
want to
the
get
book.
Phil on the show because I want to get the other author that I read her book on the show too.
Yeah.
Rita Walker.
Yeah, we gonna send her a message.
Yeah, let's see what she says.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, I do Breakfast Club. What y'all?
I give you a breakfast.
Yeah, and just like Nina Turner, like we would love to get her on the show too. See her all the time, and she'd have been on Breakfast Club. That's my girl. I love Nina.
Yeah.
We work out.
Yeah,
the
we
same
love
gym.
Nina.
Yeah, work out the same gym. That you said what you said. I ain't like the way you said that, but yeah, Nina's beautiful,
Yes,
inside and outside.
Yes, she is.
All right, so thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.